marked a turning point in our quest for independence. The UGCC brought together a coalition of leaders who shared a common vision of a free and prosperous Ghana. Their efforts
At long last, the battle has ended.
Fellow Ghanaians, good evening. Tomorrow, Sunday, August 4th, we will be celebrating Founders' Day, a day that holds great significance for our nation. As we
all right, Abusia, Yamamungi now about the K-Lover Media. So, we'll show YouTube. Lovers TV Africa, but money also be subscribe to the channel na man. And then Oman Penina Nado Dan Akufo-Addo. Echo live with Church in Simo ahead of the 4th August Founders Day celebration. Now, no more day in Church will be basso no on Jim to the Breda, say Nipa Bakom and a Kojo my Ghana is Siho. Abusia, Asemuing, somewhere 2019, Alman Penin Nim Diemu through Parliament. Omode beye mra say 4th August and e be the Founders Day. They say no ya kan nyina bom kan no na no ba ko danchen na just say na Dr. Kwame Nkrumah nko which say o man peni say anu tina Dr. Kwame Nkrumah ye dey so 21st September afibia say be di Nkrumah Memorial Day ye nya bi mo bia da na just say on Dr. Kwame Nkrumah de important and I say the Muslim come na on jintum de be da say nipa ba ko pe and a koji o man no esiwo now say 2019 emra man penin ma parliament eje sa mani tum say Founders Day na fe de nipa the big six, right? Ebi muso church o ma adwen se hwe emra Dr. Kwame Nkrumah de nimdie ne ba say yen die ho as independence no abusia cruise we oma bro and then you know what and Dr. Kwame Nkrumah no Dr. Kwame Nkrumah te no ho na wakote the party na wa je o man na siwo a be enye fa ho di a ada na nkrofo na omo tie chiri ye de o ba be ka say ye ka omo ye ka founders ye omo ye ka founders of the country omo ka ho bi asem na ani o asem na ani ye see ye je o man na siwo muso ye twe kakra Dr. Kwame Nkrumah say no ebre ni afi wate no hono akwakọ je o man na siwo a ye kana se founders ese Founders Day yes sra founders no nkrofo na Dr. Kwame Nkrumah de omu ja ho no still omu ka ho bi ebi mu debate omu raise no wo so wo de ne say me ti o man panyin na Nado Dan Akufo-Addo na abusia also drop comment sad debate we because senate no o man panyin free egwaso na aban foforo ba ana political party government bi ba power bi mu a the possibility say or no so be so the power more change it high because NDC for there so we win and some samba power anytime the possibility so be change side way high also I didn't share the same make sure man pay the 18 but body also be subscribe to the channel my way Lovers TV Africa and of course K-Lover Media.
Fellow Ghanaians, good evening. Tomorrow, Sunday, August 4th, we will be celebrating Founders' Day, a day that holds great significance for our nation. As we reflect on our journey as a people, it is imperative that we acknowledge the events of August 4th, which have indelibly shaped our history and our identity. On that day, 127 years ago, in 1897, during the heyday of British colonialism, the Aborigines Rights Protection Society, ARPS, was formed at Cape Coast. This monumental event marked the beginning of a conscious and organized effort to preserve the rights of indigenous Ghanaians against the depredations of colonialism. The Aborigines Rights Protection Society laid the basis for the political awakening of our people, advocating for land rights and pushing back against the oppressive policies of the British colonial administration. Their courage and vision set the stage for future movements that will strive for greater autonomy and self-determination. The formation of the Aborigines Rights Protection Society was both a reaction to the immediate threats posed by colonialism and a proactive effort to ensure that the rights and dignity of our people were safeguarded. The Society's enlightened leaders, Jacob Say, Joseph Casely Hayford, John Mensah Saba, Kwame Nkrumah, J.W. de Graaf Johnson, and J.P. Brown, amongst others, understood that the land was not merely a resource, but also the very essence of our identity and culture. They organized petitions, held meetings, and mobilized communities to resist the arbitrary appropriation of land by the greedy hands of British colonialism under the 1897 Crown Lands Bill, which led to its withdrawal. Unlike in the case of our brothers and sisters in Eastern and Southern Africa, whose deprivations continue till today, we never lost control of our lands because of the intervention of the Society. Their work was proof of the power of unity and collective action in the face of adversity. Fast forward to August the 4th, 1947, exactly 50 years later, another seminal event took place: the formation of the United Gold Coast Convention, UGCC, the convention at Saltpond. This organization, spearheaded by illustrious forebears, marked a turning point in our quest for independence. The UGCC brought together a coalition of leaders who shared a common vision of a free and prosperous Ghana. Their efforts culminated in the eventual birth of our nation as an independent state. The UGCC, the first nationalist organization to articulate clearly the demand for freedom and independence, was born out of a deep-seated desire for self-governance and an end to colonial rule. The leaders of the UGCC, the convention, George Parr Grant, Dr. J.B. Dankwa, R.S. Blay, Emmanuel Obeche-Bilamte, William Ufuriata, Edward Akufo-Addo, Ebenezer Akwaje, Kwabena Kese, Kwame Nkrumah, and others, recognized that true freedom could only be achieved through political action and the mobilization of the masses. They worked tirelessly to educate and inspire the people, organizing rallies and meetings to raise awareness about the need for independence. Their message resonated with Ghanaians from all walks of life, sparking a movement that would eventually lead to the liberation of our nation, encompassing the birth of the Convention People's Party, CPP, which led us on the final lap of our journey to freedom. Tomorrow, as we commemorate these historical milestones, we pay tribute to successive generations of Ghanaians who contributed to the attainment of our national independence. It is most appropriate that we have chosen this date to honor their sacrifices, their resilience, and their strong dedication to the ideals of freedom and justice. I speak to you this evening, rejecting completely the notion that Ghana was founded by one man. Whilst Kwame Nkrumah's contributions to our independence are undeniable and unassailable, it is important to acknowledge for our self-respect that the struggle for our nation's freedom was a collective effort spanning several generations. The formation of the Aborigines Rights Protection Society, the British West African National Congress, jointly sponsored by Joseph Casely Hayford and Thomas Hutton Mills, the United Gold Coast Convention, the work of countless unsung heroes, and the tenacious spirit of our people all played vital parts in bringing us to freedom and independence. Kwame Nkrumah, with his charismatic visionary leadership, was undoubtedly a major actor in the final lap of our journey to independence. And that is why, despite the several unfortunate things that happened after independence under his watch, Parliament in 2019 decided to memorialize his date of birth as Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Day, the only Ghanaian so far to be so honored in our history. His ability to galvanize the masses and articulate a clear vision for a free Ghana inspired many. However, it is essential to recognize that Kwame Nkrumah stood on the shoulders of past leaders. The groundwork laid by the Aborigines Rights Protection Society, the British West African National Congress, the United Gold Coast Convention, and many other organizations and individuals provided the foundation upon which Kwame Nkrumah built the Convention People's Party, CPP. And indeed, that is why he was careful to associate the name of his new party with that of the convention. The contributions of the leaders before him were instrumental, as is natural in the continuum of history, in shaping the political landscape that facilitated Kwame Nkrumah's rise to prominence. Even though comparisons may be invidious, it is worth recalling that George Washington, the victorious general of America's War of Independence from British colonial rule, and the first president of the United States of America, is not described as the founder of the United States. The accolade of the founding fathers is reserved to the group of 56 persons who assembled at the Philadelphia Convention of the Continental Congress to write and promulgate the Constitution of the United States of America. August 4th is a day that should remind us of the values that have guided us through the years: respect for the rule of law, observance of human rights, including individual freedom, and the pursuit of a free democratic society. These values are a reflection of the vision of those who founded the Ghanaian nation and have been crucial in shaping our national character. The sacrifices of our forebears have given us the open society we enjoy today. We are a democratic nation, governed on the basis of the separation of powers by the rule of law and respect for human rights. The Fourth Republic has proven to be the most enduring because it is the republic, above all, that arguably has given the fullest expression to the aspirations of the men and women who gathered in Salt Pond on that faithful day in 1947. In recent times, after the predictable initial turbulent decades of our post-independence checkered history, we've witnessed great changes in Ghana. Our economy has grown, our infrastructure has improved, and our society has become more inclusive. We've made impressive strides in governance, education, healthcare, and technology, and we continue to build on the foundation laid by those who came before us. The economic growth we have experienced, despite challenging moments, is a testament to the resilience and entrepreneurial spirit of the Ghanaian people. The difficult economic conditions notwithstanding, which we are rapidly leaving behind, our social services are functioning, our businesses are thriving, our industries are expanding, our agriculture is performing strongly, and our global trade relationships are strengthening. This progress is the result of hard work, innovation, and the policies that have created a conducive environment for economic development. As we celebrate Founders Day, let us recognize the importance of maintaining this momentum and continuing to create opportunities for all Ghanaians. Our infrastructure has seen remarkable improvements, from roads, bridges, railways, to schools and hospitals. We've made considerable investments in building a modern and efficient infrastructure network. These developments have not only improved the quality of life of our citizens, but have also positioned Ghana as a hub for trade and investment in the region. As we move forward, let us continue to prioritize infrastructure development to ensure that every Ghanaian has access to the resources and opportunities he or she needs to succeed. Inclusivity is another area where we have made substantial progress. Our society is becoming more inclusive, with greater representation and participation from women, youth, and marginalized communities. We have implemented policies and initiatives to promote gender equality, like the recently enacted Affirmative Action Bill, empower our youth, and protect the rights of all citizens. This inclusivity is a reflection of the values of our founders and is essential for building a just and equitable society. However, we must also recognize that our journey is far from over. As we celebrate our past, we must also look to the future with a renewed sense of purpose and determination. We must continue to work towards building a Ghana that is equitable, free, just, and prosperous for all her citizens. Our founders envisaged a nation where every Ghanaian would have the opportunity to thrive, regardless of his or her background or circumstances. It is our duty to carry forward this vision, to build on their legacy, and to create a brighter future for ourselves and for generations to come. To achieve this, we must, in my respectful view, focus on 7 key areas. Firstly, we should continue to invest in education. Education is the cornerstone of development and the key to unlocking the potential of our people.